Hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to Mike, Brooklyn, Daniels, and Breeze Ethics Debate. So, children affected. Legalizing marijuana increases the risk of children being exposed to marijuana and THC at a young age. This has a negative effect on their brains and how they develop. Most children start smoking at the age of 13. Um, Debate that? What's up? Kids start smoking early because they get curious. And it's usually weed when they first start. But smoking weed at a young age actually messes your brain up. You won't let it develop the way it's supposed to develop. See, now with edibles, people like to add marijuana to foods such as brownies and candies. Adding this into these foods make the food more appealing. These children don't fully understand what they're putting in their bodies. They just feel good whenever they eat it. Sometimes, because with edibles can actually have a negative side effect. Um, it's kind of like a bomb. You eat it, but you gotta wait for it to digest. And while it's digesting, boom, kid doesn't know what's going on. He just knows that he literally does not know. He's having a normal day. He eats a brownie. They say no, his mind is gone. So you can't really debate that. Kids like brownies, lollipops, candy. It does not matter. If they see it, they eat it. If you have a kid, they see you eating it, they're gonna want it. Be a better example. Don't put weed in your food and put it in the refrigerator for your kids to eat. Irresponsible parents. They're out here. Yes, they are. So yes, if you do put weed inside of brownies, if it becomes legal, now they're just brownie weed inside the refrigerator. Weed brownies. Same difference. And so that's not safe for your kid at all. So if it gets legalized, you run the risk of putting edibles inside your fridge. Medical uses. Some people are just using it for fun and they overuse it. Some people use marijuana to help with anxiety and depression. The people that are using it for medical reasons will end up becoming desensitized, there we go, to the drug due to the fact that the amount they're using isn't working anymore. So meaning that yes, you use marijuana, but eventually your tolerance is going to keep building and building and building. And it's going to have some negative side effects like depression. Like people use it to get undepressed, but use it enough, you would just be depressed without it. And you would just feel like, oh, I need this, I need this. That's where the addiction part comes from. Yes, you can say, oh, well, I can stop any day of the week. But the more you use it, the more your body is depending on it. Your body will depend on marijuana. You're going to wish that you had it every day of the week. You can wake up, man, I need a blunt. About to go to sleep. I know I need to smoke one more time. And that's, first off, taken away from other things that you could be doing, like, bettering your life. I don't know, doing homework. There's millions and other things you could be doing. But instead, you want to toke up, smoke up, and do what you want. All right? But yes, your tolerance will go up and the doses will be higher. So instead of one blunt, you need two blunts. So, medical doesn't actually cure cancer. It just slows it down. Sorry, you can't go save anybody. Talk about smoke this, you'll feel better. No, you just slowing it down. Slowing down is better than nothing, of course, because who likes cancer? But definitely, It just slows it down. Marijuana just helps to ease the pain that you're feeling. And I just went over that. That's that that's that internal pain or physical pain. Either one. And both are temporary for the moment. So you'll probably be high about maybe an hour, depending on what you're smoking on. All right. Use marijuana can actually cause irritation to the throat and lungs. So it's that bronchitis that you be from smoking some cigarettes. You can get the same thing for excessively smoking weed. So yes, you can get the same thing. So that irritation in your throat, it's not gonna go away, and it actually messes your vocal cords up too. Smoking just messes your vocal cords up, and so now you're just worsening your vocal cords and catching bronchitis from smoking way too much. 15 blunts a day. You gotta hear. People become addicted to the drug. Like I just said, you get addicted to it. You want it. You want it on a daily. You can stop any day of the week. That's a lie. Because if you say I can stop any day of the week, but I don't want to, you're addicted. Just like smoking cigarettes, marijuana can lead to long-term effects. I just said that. Irritating lungs can cause a person to have COPD, which is chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. I don't think I really need to tell y'all, but yeah, that's a disease as it reads. Disease. Yeah, I can't see my hand, but I'm underlining it with my finger. Disease. So impaired driving. So yes, driving while high is not fun for you who smoke marijuana. Though everyone may not have a designated driver to drive them around while they are smoking, the person that isn't smoking can actually get a second-hand high. So yes, you can get second-hand high while your friend is smoking. You're like, oh, buddy, don't worry about it. Stay in the passenger seat, roll down the window. I'm just driving you to Taco Bell. The person driving can still get high and crash and end your lives like that. People have reported that driving while high has increased the chance of an accident by 20%. It wouldn't be no percent if you didn't drive while high. And not everyone's the same. Marijuana has a different effect on everyone. That's why it's still illegal. Like it has a different effect. Well, in Texas, it's illegal in Texas. That's where we're at currently. So yes, it has a different effect on everyone. Not everyone can drive while high. Your little cousin Jimmy can drive while high, but you can't. Different effects on others. It's dangerous. And don't say, oh well, when I get high, I'll just sit in the house. Because yes, people do that, but also people like to go out and go do other things. Because you still want to eat. You ain't got nothing at the house. You know, ramen noodles, no chips, nothing. Oh, you hungry? And don't say you deliver a pizza because you probably don't even want to pay that extra delivery charge. Out here being extra cheap. So now you finna drive to Taco Bell and get that $5 box. Pregnancy effects. So women that continue to smoke while pregnant, yes, women smoke while they're pregnant, increase the odds of their baby being underweight, premature, or requiring intensive care when it is born. Yes, there's people out here who are still smoking while pregnant. Like she has a full belly, still smoking. Yeah, I want to see y'all try to debate that pregnancy effects. Yes, that's going to happen. It's going to happen. People are not smart. There are some pretty dumb people out here who will still smoke with their baby inside their stomach, thinking, "Oh, it's herbs. The herbs And oh, it's gonna make them smarter. It's gonna make them more with nature. No, it hurts them in the long run. There's people out here who actually still do that. Surprises me, but they still out here doing it. Laziness, yes. Short-term effects of marijuana include drowsiness, less motivated to do things. That's what laziness is. Long-term effects can include THC absorption in the brain that will affect dopamine transmitters, which can lead to symptoms of depression. Like I was saying earlier, it messes with your dopamine inside your brain, and it'll make you want it because you'll be sad. You'll be sad and say, I need a blunt right now. Yeah. What's going to happen? You're going to feel that all throughout your brain on the daily. It's a drug. It's a drug. There's a reason why it's illegal. The reason why they use it for medical uses. There's upsides and downsides. Right? These downsides, long-term effects. I don't know if we put it on here, but it actually messes with your libido. If you don't know what libido is your sex drive. So over time, it's gonna be like, instead of like this. That was limp. It was stiff. Limp stiff. Drug dealers. Now, most definitely, listen to this. Marijuana is considered a soft drug. If marijuana becomes legal, the government will plant their own weed farms and run drug dealers out of business. Since weed is the number one drug that drug dealers deal, yeah, this will cause drug dealers to go for harder drugs such as cocaine, meth, and heroin. So yes, I don't have a lot of time on this, but basically drug dealers need something to sell. If they can't sell weed because it's being sold down the street to little kids, well, they can still sell it to little kids, but they're going to lace it with meth and cocaine, so they keep coming back. They're like, oh, my weed is the good weed. All the other weed that's in the dispensaries that's been regulated, not all this other good stuff, it's the best weed. So come back to me. And the kids are going to get hooked on meth, crack, and heroin, and they're going to be itching when they get home. So keep it illegal so drug dealers have something to do, because evidently they don't want no real job. It's easier just to sell drugs. Daily life messes with your daily life. So like I said, laziness, that messes with your daily life. You're impaired. You can't do the same thing you think you can. You're not invincible. Alright? Let's see. Marijuana can have severe effects on your daily life. A study of 129 college students smoked 27 of 30 days and reported that their critical skills in relation and attention, memory learning, were severely impaired. Smoking may just affect grades in school or work at your job. They can affect many other things because you're still impaired. It's not like drinking, but it's like drinking. You're impaired when you're drinking. You're going to make mistakes. You're feeling good. Oh, you're feeling good, but you're not at your 100. Because right now, I'm at my 100. Like, I'm aware of everything. I have 1 minute left. Just like anything, the government will put limitations on it. It'll be legal limits with alcohol, just like alcohol. So yes, the government's going to put limitations on it. But guess what? They're going to put limitations on it, and you're going to have to pay taxes on it. And so if you look at all these states that are legalizing marijuana, like, they're expensive. We're in Texas. We have a lot of land. So they're going to be growing stuff, and it's going to be inflation. Everything's going to go up. I have about 20 seconds. But this has been a debate. Y'all lost. Fantastic. Thank you. Listen up. Stay sober.